So about 10 girls approached me at this event, and they were like 17, 18, and asked me if they should go uni or do something else because their mums are pushing them to get a degree. And you know what I said to them? I said, why are you girls not thinking about marriage in the next few years? Say you finish your degree, you're now 22, and you don't want your degree to go to waste, so you end up looking for a graduate job with the aim to be working till you're 25, and then you're going to start looking for marriage? This is why a lot of sisters are in their 30s and are still unmarried. And you need to know something, and that is that women age like milk, men age like wine. This is how hypergamy works. Women want an older, richer, taller, more successful man than them. They marry sideways and up, and the more qualified you as a woman become, the smaller your choice pool is, because a man doesn't want a woman more qualified than him. Look, I'm not telling you not to go uni, but put things in place so that you're mentally preparing yourself for marriage. And if something is going to disrupt that or be an obstacle, then avoid it.
Key word here, disrupt. If something's going to disrupt that, then avoid it. Look, I'll be honest with you. Our brother, the Sunnah guy, shout out to him. He has made a mistake here. And you might be thinking, what, Mahdi? How are you disagreeing with him? How has he made a mistake? I will explain. Our brother has made a mistake, and I will explain to you what that mistake is exactly. But before I do that, let's just have a look at some of the comments, because this video on Twitter alone got 2.5 million views, probably similar amount on his Instagram account as well. Let's have a look at some of the comments. Okay, strangely, just as I go to look for the comments, it says that this tweet has been deleted. So I think our brother has actually deleted the tweet off the back of getting absolutely dragged through the internet. Dragged by the internet. It's not easy doing this job, bro. It's not for everyone, big man. It's not for everyone. But as I said, I do disagree with something that our brother said, that our brother Shuaib said. And that was, he said that men age like wine and women age like milk. And obviously, understandably, this was very upsetting to many of the women who heard this. And you will be surprised to hear that I actually disagree with this statement. Women don't age like milk. They age like squirty cream that you spray from a bottle and is left in the nozzle and isn't washed out, and 2 days later it's green and moldy. To say that women age like milk is inaccurate, because milk has a shelf life of 7 to 10 days. But the squirty cream that is left in the nozzle without it having been washed out has a shelf life of 2 to 3 days before it starts to go green and moldy. If you liked how I dropped that, do your boy a solid and like the video. Sisters, your shelf life is not like milk. And this is why I disagree with our beloved brother Shuaib, the Sunnah guy. He was actually very generous in his description of your peak sexual market value and the price that you are able to command. Now, he used a key word which I find very poignant, and that word is disrupt. Why would you want to do something that could disrupt your chances of getting married? Because you know the bottom line? A woman's primary happiness is found in a happy marriage and her children. I'm not telling you to not go to uni. I'm not telling you to not study. Just understand the landscape. If you do go to uni, okay, fine. But here's the landscape. Women marry across and up dominance hierarchies, as our brother Shuaib alluded to. The higher up the dominance hierarchy you go, the less likely you are to ever marry. Fact. I'm citing this directly from Jordan B. Peterson's podcast. The more qualified and educated, specifically, a woman becomes, the less likely it is she will ever marry. Now, we as humans have a proclivity to operate in extremes. Oh, if I get educated, I'm never going to be able to get married. Fine, then I should be uneducated. That is not what I'm saying. We want intelligent mothers to be raising our children. All I am simply saying is exactly what our brother, the Sunnah guy, said. Which is, if you prioritize your education, higher education that is, your career, your development as a professional, the higher up that ladder you climb, you still want someone higher than yourself. Which means now that your pool of candidates quickly wither and diminish. And don't listen to what anyone tells you. Men are visual creatures. We like youth and beauty. It's the way we're wired. it is what it is. It's how we are. Your peak beauty is intimately tied to your youth. You want to cash that in. Let me tell you something right now. Let me give you some good news. You know, right now, it's never been easier for a woman who is at her peak sexual market value to secure herself a top tier Muslim man. It's never been easier. And the proof of this is in the knee-jerk reaction that you saw to this video that Brother Shuaib, the Sunnah guy, actually put out. Is that women en masse, particularly the older ones, can't stand this narrative. Why? Well, it's obvious. The ship has sailed for them. For many of them, the ship has sailed. Just like this lady here, surgeon, 42, doesn't like being a surgeon, and is unable to find a partner because men are insecure. Let me tell you something. Yeah, when women say men are insecure that he's more educated than them. Yes, we are. You want to know why? It's not for the reason that you think. It's because we want to give to you. We want to provide for you, and we want that provision to be valued. If I give to a woman who has more than me, she'll take it, but she won't be as grateful for that provision as a woman who doesn't have as much as me. Don't you understand? We want to give to you. We want to care for you. We want to provide for you. We want to protect you. And we want it to be valued as well. If you have more than your man, there's no way for you to fully appreciate what he's given to you because you have more than him. In fact, you will probably resent him for not bringing as much to the table as you do. And indeed, women, time and time again, will leave their man if she eventually out-earns him because she believes she deserves better. Because if you're not careful, your fate will be like this sister right here, Muslima, doctor, and coping by brainwashing herself into believing she now never wants to get married. Watch the video right here.